why that always changes back. But I want my 144 frames per second. I want it. IRST says add games. Don't know what that means. What does it mean? Chris Upalele's back. As always. Hi Trev Olsen. Yo Kicks. Lift Eris. Alright, so I'm investigating this Shipwrecked world because it might actually be good enough. Shit. One second. Sorry about that. I have to get my medication so I don't die. Yo, do you want me to, like, ban you from chat? Like, stop? Alright, so here's the thing. It's not working, Lefteris. Like, the meme has not landed, so stop trying. It gets annoying, you know? Finally got a new motherboard for my new computer. It only needs a processor. Just a motherboard and a processor, nothing else. You're good. Or you already have all the other parts. I'm gonna assume it's that one. Like, I don't mind trolling, right? Because it's like, I play games on YouTube. So I kind of have to expect people are gonna troll me and stuff. Like, if they wouldn't, I'd be surprised. Because that's not cool. But also, like, you know, sometimes it's like ineffective trolling is like more annoying than effective trolling because it's like, ugh, this again. Whereas like if someone's like truly messing with me, then good on you. Good on you for doing that. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's all right. Like, there was that one kid that was just constantly like, solve my riddle, and it was like people were getting really annoyed with it, and I was like, okay, you have to stop, because like, if other people in the stream really don't like it, it's like, I don't mind, but I don't want people to be like driving other people in the stream away, you know? Because that's not good. Oh, shit. So now I'm exploring this world because I actually think this might be like my permanent world. And you got a gaming chair. Well, you should try out for the World Cup for Overwatch if you have a gaming chair. I mean, it can't hurt, right? And you do have a gaming chair, so. It's mainly because these two islands are really, really good islands, and they're super close together. So when you have good islands like that, that's like all you can hope for. And then, where is it? This island has a really cool set piece on it. But I need to know where the Yarktopus and the volcano are before I decide what island's gonna be. So even though this is my only my second Shipwrecked world, it could be my last because I don't actually need to farm the ruins that much. It's nice to do it, but I don't have to. But before I decide, I have to know where certain things are. Mainly the volcano. And the Arctopus. So I'm going to have to explore a good amount to find those. So we're going to do some exploring and stuff like that. And harvesting of some stuff. It's hurricane season, which means I'm probably not going to use my umbrella if it starts pouring so I can get struck by lightning. Because bonus overcharge, bonus overcharge. You know? If we do identify this as our shipwrecked world that we want to keep, I will have to explore everything so I know where everything is. But for now, we're just looking for the things so we can world hop if we have to. And we're trying to identify where the Arctopus volcano and other stuff is. The casino. Because if they're super far away, I'm probably not going to keep the world. But this is actually really good. So the map is pretty big, but this is pretty close for the seaworthy. Honestly, you'd want the seaworthy to be like right here, or like I'd want it to be like right here. But this isn't bad. You don't want the seaworthy on the same island you want a base. So if like the seaworthy's on a really good base island, it's like it doesn't even matter. All right. It was just drizzling before, but now it's actually raining, and lightning's gonna start striking. Take that off. So now we're just kind of discovering islands and stuff. And then I can get a pirate hat to explore more at the same time and try and go around the world a little bit. Yeah, like I was saying, I don't actually need to do more than one shipwrecked world hop. I could actually do no shipwrecked world hops because it does reset the caves. But when I world hop in Reign of Giants, I'm going to reset the caves in Reign of Giants. I'm also going to reset the volcano here. It makes more sense to farm the caves resetting Shipwrecked because I'll know where all the sinkholes already are, and I already have a bunch of resources up on the surface to get them. But I can do this thing that I'm probably going to end up having to do is, what I'll do is if I'm farming the ruins while doing Reign of Giants World Hop, means I need to drop off all my shit intermittently on Shipwrecked. So I'll establish a big Shipwrecked base, and then so I'm going to be struck by lightning pretty soon. I'll establish a Shipwrecked base, and then I'll have a deconstruction staff on me so I can make the seaworthy and then just deconstruct it when I'm done with it. So I don't have to constantly like make seaworthies because that's a lot of resources, and I don't have to find wall in each world to get a seaworther. But I can just deconstruct it. And I'll get 5 uses out of deconstruction staff, so that's a lot. I'm probably gonna get struck by lightning, which means I'm gonna light this forest on fire, but I'm not really that concerned. Yep, see. It's actually a pretty decent island too. I'm gonna run off screen far enough probably that I'll unload whatever's on fire. Liking this. If it resets the caves, you can get endless guardian horns, yes. Even if it didn't reset the caves, you could theoretically get endless horns. What you would do is you would be here and you would base and then you would reset, and like every now and then you'd have to just come here and drop off your guardian horns in a chest. The only thing limiting endless guardian horns before was every time you world hopped in Reign of Giants, you had to bring everything you want with you on you to the next world. But now you don't have to do that because you can take everything you want and you can go put it in Shipwrecked and then just go to the next world to store it permanently. So because of that, because of the addition of Shipwrecked, it's now possible to have everything, an infinite amount of anything. Granted, you can still world hop in at least one of the worlds. So like, you can't get an infinite amount of grass tufts because you eventually have to plant, like, so if I wanted an infinite amount of grass tufts, I would have to continually world hop, meaning I can't ever have a permanent base. Because the only way to get more grass tufts is by world hopping in one of the worlds. Same with bamboo. So the only thing I might be low on if I choose this world is I might be low on bioluminescence and bamboo and stuff and twigs. Just because those are things that only spawn in Shipwrecked. And I won't be able to reset the Shipwrecked world if this is my preferred world. Does WX78 work like a lightning rod? He does work like a lightning rod. That's how, otherwise, his system overcharge thing would kind of suck because you'd rarely ever get struck by lightning. But since he works like a lightning rod, he basically like continuously gets struck by lightning. As long as there's lightning to get struck by. Alright, so I'm heading back towards to see where to grab some stuff. Hi bro, please read this for the lulz. Says Boss Toby. Alright. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a hat and some rope so I can repair my boat. As stated before, and I will probably say every time, it really absolutely doesn't matter that I'm insane. Nothing bad can happen while I'm on the water, because the shadow creatures that are made are insignificant at best. And my handbat is getting pretty low. I do want this though. Hey, that's my G! That's my M. Dude, I'm your M. You're not even close on the keyboard. How do you fuck that up? Dude, if you could get hit during that animation, I would cry. Okay, so we're going to outline the world now, and then we're literally just going to start exploring most of the world. And the reason we're doing this is because this could be a world that I stay in permanently. If it wasn't a world that I could stay in permanently, I wouldn't give a shit. And I wouldn't waste the time. But we want to find all the important things so we can make an informed decision whether we're going to stay here or not. Basically. And this will increase my, if you look, this increases your area of exploration. It's pretty drastic too. And since we have basically infinite sewing kits, because we have so much resources, we can just make whatever we want. There's really no reason not to be wearing something to increase your radius a little bit. This will give me a really good idea of like what's here. And since I'm so fast, I mean, the world's pretty big, but it doesn't take long to fully explore most things. And the little shreds, we don't really need to explore those yet to make our determination. We just need to know where major things and major islands are. Hey, Animal Matt, it's going good. So, like, the shape of the islands around my island and what's available in the world, what set pieces are available. There's not that many good set pieces in Shipwrecked. Before you could cross over, the best set piece was the one that had cobblestones on it. I mean rocky turf, because it was the only source of rocky turf in the whole game. So you had to like get that for cobblestones, which is like the rarest thing in Shipwrecked. But now since there's the crossover, you can get infinite cobblestones basically from world hopping and Grade of Giants, which we're going to do. Oh my god. You're the best YouTube, like the website. And how do you reset the caves where the Guardian Horn reap horns? Please answer. So how you reset the caves is there's two ways to do it. One, there's like the old way. Make sure this doesn't have what's his face in it. My Yarktopus. Oh, Captain, my Captain. So if you want to reset the caves, what you have to do is you can go reset Reign of Giants, obviously, which will give you a new map. Like, you world hop in Reign of Giants by collecting all the things and putting them in the wooden thing, and then you get in, and it says, like, do you want to continue or change worlds or whatever, and you click yes, and that'll change your world. So you can do that. Or what you can do is you can do the same thing. In Shipwrecked, you can go find the wooden thing, which is right here, and do the same thing. And for some reason, when you world hop in this world, it won't reset the other world, but it'll reset the caves in the other world. Meaning that all the sinkholes will be in the same place, but every time you enter the cave, it'll regenerate the caves. Meaning, even if you had based and put stuff in the caves, it won't be there anymore. But also, you get a new Guardian Horn. Because, okay, so we got 2 islands with the cool set piece. That's cool. That means I can do a lot with it. So this is like one of the one of the cooler islands in Shipwrecked is the Skull Island thing, where there's a bunch of skeletons everywhere. That's a cool set piece to get, because you could actually make that by dying a lot if you want to, like in reviving yourself, but it's cool to already have one naturally. There isn't really any beneficial set pieces in Shipwrecked. I mean, I could be kind of wrong, but the only really beneficial set pieces is like maybe Mushroom Island. Mushroom Island's pretty good. It's basically an island with like fucking mushrooms everywhere. But it's entirely unnecessary, so. So that's how you get infinite Guardian Horns. You go down, you kill all 3 Ancient Guardians, and then you reset the world in Shipwrecked, and then you come back and you get them all again, and you reset the world in Shipwrecked. But what the main reason I'm resetting the worlds is because I want to get a world that's favorable, like a world that I really like. And it's much faster to do it this way than to just reset the world originally, because if you reset the world originally, not only do you not get the same farm you'd get, but I'll just take that, whatever. This is free because you lose sanity while doing this, but I'm already insane, so. Toy boat, cool. Not only do you get the farm, which you couldn't get if you just initially did it, but you also get the benefit of... What way's the water going? Yeah, I'm just going to keep going. What day am I on? You get the benefit... I got to finish one thought before I start the other, or I'll never come back to it. See how I'm like... just literally getting the world, basically 100% done. I want to kind of continue in this manner. I don't have to do 100% because, like I said, if I'm gonna world hop anyway, then all the exploration is wasted time. But yeah, if you originally just explore your world and you're like, I don't like this world, let's reset. The problem with that is you explore your world really, really slow. So it'll, not time-wise in the game, but time-wise in your life and playing, you're wasting a shitload of time. Whereas now I can explore worlds super fucking fast. What you could do is you could jump in the world and you could type in a command to reveal the whole map, but that's cheating. And like, you can cheat if you want, but you also can't really do that and then be like, I legitimately made a Megabase, because you didn't legitimately make it if you like use commands and stuff to do stuff. Or what you can also do is you can edit your save files to make certain set pieces more likely, which also, once again, is cheating. But if you don't care about it being cheating and you don't want to waste your time exploring like I am, then do it. I don't want to do anything illegitimate ever, really. So I find it to be kind of illegitimate to be doing strategies like using commands to like make stuff. I'm on day, I should be on day, let me see, I'll have to add the days together. I should be on day like 250, even though I'm on day 34, because I reset Shipwrecked recently, and when you do that, it resets your days. You count. Also, there's a couple things I want in I want to not have unlocked wood legs. So I also have him in the volcano, all chained up, so I can decorate him. Which is good, because I haven't yet. On this save file, I still haven't unlocked wood legs. You can use mods. You don't have to use mods. It's not like bad to use mods. It's just like you have to recognize that. And I'm fine with people using mods. I just think if you're gonna use mods, you need to recognize that you're using mods. You know what I mean? Like though, using mods is fine, but being like, oh yeah, I legitimately did all this stuff when you really just modded is not cool. What was I talking about? Yeah, day 230 ish. It's soon. I'm gonna be resetting this. I'm gonna be resetting Reign of Giants, which means I'm not really gonna ever really know what day I'm on because I'm not gonna keep track as much. Okay, so another good thing about this is, see these swordfishes? They're both in these patches right here, and it's pretty close together. Meaning you can go get both of them. And it's already marked on the map. Otherwise, what I'd have to do is like put bottles around where the swordfish spawns. So that I know where they're spawned, and I can come back later and like mark it with something. What a good thing to mark it with is something that shows, you have to mark it with something that shows up in the map, so like a boat. I actually don't think I have an alchemy engine yet. Okay. But I need this brainy sprout because I'm going to, if this is the world I choose, which I haven't determined that yet, I actually need to make a, what's it called? Deconstruction staff, but I've hammered all the ancient pseudoscience stations. But that's actually fine because I can make the hat that allows you to prototype, or not prototype, make anything, and I can use that. So I left the other bottle near the spawner. That's just marking it, so like I have some idea, like the general. I know the general area, it was like around here, but when I like go back through, if I decide to, I'll be like, oh, it was right there. I basically always kill swordfish because they have they give you the best weapon in the game, and it's kind of hard to farm them because you have to wait for them to respawn. And also, every swordfish I find is also pretty good because those spawners are also like basically not controllable, so you can actually have a world with like one swordfish spawner in it, and it's really annoying because you can't really effectively farm them. But with all the ones I have, I'm gonna go put like a raft near each spawner. And then what I can do is I can make, I want swordfish. I look at my map, one here, one here, one here, one here, and I just go in a route and go kill them all. Jonesy says I use mods to see the cool stuff I would never be able to see otherwise because I'm not good at games. And that's the real ticket right there, is like, if someone isn't good enough to do something in a game or like get far and they use mods to like see end game, it's like not a bad thing. I always would encourage someone to get there by themselves just because I think the benefits of you learning the game and like doing that are substantial, but you can't do that for every game, especially if you start from low skill level. People just won't be able to do it, so I think it's good for people who are starting from very low skill level to be able to see some games. But I think eventually you want to work towards the point where you're not doing that anymore, because I think it's very, very rewarding, personally for me. And I'm going to talk about that in one of my videos. Let me answer some more questions. Boss Toby says, Cold Sword, you find fire farms cheating? That's a really good question. So I'm probably going to talk about this in an upcoming video about glitches and stuff like that. So basically anything that's built into the game can't really be considered cheating. because when you're playing, I mean, like, you could personally consider it cheating, but I don't think it can really be considered part of cheating by definition, because usually when someone's talking about cheating, they're talking about changing the game or using outside things. Like, so playing really well in cards isn't cheating. But, like, hiding a card in your sleeve is absolutely cheating because the rules say you can't. So there's no rules in the game that say you can't do a fire farm, and there's no specific rules that say you can't do, you can't, like, use hacks, but I think it's pretty implied by the game that they don't intend you to use hacks to win, or they would put them in the game. So anything they put in the game is fair game. And now when it comes in, even if it's a glitch or an exploit, now when it comes to glitches and exploits, it depends on like how you're playing. So sometimes I think, depending on the glitch, you probably don't want to do it if it's too easy and has a high reward, because it makes the game trivial. You kind of have to learn where that limit is for yourself. Like, if you otherwise kind of suck in the game and wouldn't be able to do it, then yeah. But if it's a game like this and you start by using a glitch that makes it so a lantern's permanent and all that stuff, like, you read about that in, like, your first time playing, you do that, it kind of makes the game trivial. So, like, the lantern glitch can be kind of dumb. But, like, the fire farm doesn't really make the game trivial, because if you can already, like, set up a fire farm, like, you can get the 8 gears or 4 gears you need, all the resources into ice, and, like, make the logs and do all that, and then get it all ready and set up, you're probably at a point where food isn't a challenge for you anymore, and it's more of an annoyance. And at that point, really, the fire farm, all it's doing is saving you time. So, like, same with the pine cone glitch. In my Let's Play series, I didn't use the pine cone glitch. Because I know not everyone's going to want to use glitches. And some people don't like glitches and think it's cheating. So I didn't use glitches in my original Let's Play series because that reason. But the pinecone glitch, basically, it literally saves you time out of an in-game. And if that time isn't going to get you killed, like, maybe if this game was challenging to the point where saving yourself a couple of days could have you survive, but really at this point, all that saving me time is literally saving me time, because I'm never going to die. So it's the difference between making my Megabase in 1600 days and 1800 days. So it's really just saving me time in making my Let's Play series probably a little bit more palatable and interesting. So I definitely agree with using glitches like that, and it's going to be the same thing with the lantern glitch. It's just going to make things easier later in the game. And same thing with Fire Farm, it's going to just make it so I don't have to eat as many meatballs. But I could get the food through other methods, and the only difference is that they would take longer. So I'm kind of like ramming into stuff right now. Get my laptop for DST like in 2 or 3 days. That's awesome. If Clyde didn't want you to use the console, why would they put it in the game? I guess that's a legitimate point, but at the same time, the console's in the game so that developers can use the console to, like, do stuff. Like, so when they test stuff, they bring the console up and they use it to, like, do stuff that they need to test. Because when you're actually testing a game, you need to be able to go through the game and, like, add stuff in to test it. Versus, like, if I wanted to test how a boss works and I'm a developer, I need something built into the game to test it. Now, what they can do is they can hide it better, meaning it's not just like a button. But the console is also useful for a couple other reasons. You can see what's happening. So, like, if there's an error, like I try and pick up an item and the game crashes, or like I freeze, I could actually open the console and read what happened. Oh shit. And also, another point I would make on that is none of the console commands are at all accessible in the game. So the only way you know about any of the console commands is by reading about them online, which if you're reading about commands online to use them in the game, that's not like, it's not like you start the game up and it's like, hey, there's a console that can do anything. It's not part of the gameplay. It's actually just a part of the system, like, that the game runs off of. That's kind of necessary. So they clearly don't intend you to use the console, but Clyde doesn't really have an opinion on whether you use fire farms. And, like, for the fire farm, people talk about it as an exploit or a bug. And one of my things about the fire farm is the fire farm kind of isn't a bug if you really think about it, because it's using a bunch of different mechanics that are working as intended, but it's more of an exploit and less of a bug. And I know it's splitting hairs, but they didn't intend you to make a fire farm, but they did intend all of the separate mechanics of a fire farm to work in the way that they do work. So they did intend for when you light a pig house on fire for that pig to leave the house, because if they didn't, the house would just burn down and the pig wouldn't leave. That's actually something intentional. Otherwise, it wouldn't work like that, because that's not how like those mechanics work. So there's that. And then also, they did intend for fire to spread and fire to extinguish in the way it does, but they absolutely didn't intend for you to be able to do that with a fire farm. That's something someone figured out. So it's a bunch of intended things kind of working together to make something they completely didn't intend to do, which is kind of the nature of games. And they probably didn't patch it because they thought it is a pretty cool way to, you know, like do stuff. Like a lot of game developers are like, we didn't really consider that, and if they considered that before the game, they probably would have changed things to make it not possible. But now that it's become part of the game and it's an innovative way for people to play the game that they developed, they're cool with it. That's probably what they like. There's no way to know unless they actually said that, but that's probably why they haven't patched it, is because it's not an intended interaction, but it's intended behavior being used as an unintended interaction that kind of makes the game fun. Sometimes that happens in games where the metagame evolves beyond what the game developers thought was possible, and a lot of times I find that the game developers really embrace that instead of being like, yeah, we're going to fix all that shit. Is there multiple things to craft with Glommer wings? There's only one. It's only the old bell, and it's limited by how many flowers you can get. So if you end up killing the Glommer multiple times per full moon, you just have a bunch of Glommer wings. The only thing you can really do with them is decorate, or you can light them on fire for ashes. But since I have as much ashes as I possibly want, then I don't really give a shit. It would be like actually a waste of time for me to burn them. Probably spend more time burning them than I get benefit from. I have a lot of 1% crowns and stuff. Alright. Backup storage isn't really going to be marked for me. I'm kind of just going to put shit in backup storage because I'm getting ready to possibly transition into my Shipwrecked base, meaning I do have any of this stuff. Old boot. I do have an old boot. If I do transition, I'm going to be, there's no point organizing everything because I'm going to be getting rid of shit. Literally bringing it all to Shipwrecked so I can reset Reign of Giants. Sorry about that. I had to play with a dog real quick. And you don't get that opportunity every day, so. I thought you could make them into a hat because Wilson said they look cool and want. That'd be cool. That'd be like a good use for them. Um, is my mic working? Sorry, I have to keep turning my mic off to like talk to people and play with dogs. Will they release Don't Starve on Xbox 360? Why are you asking me? Seriously, think about it. Think about why you're asking me. I am not an employee of Clay. I don't know. Maybe. If they want to. I don't think they're going to really... I think they've been pretty clear that they're really not going to work much more on Don't Starve. So I'd be surprised if there's any new releases. Or anything like that. And once again, I do want to be struck by lightning, so not wearing my, not wearing the double umbrella. Man, if this was the Yarktopus, that'd be sweet. Hey, Turtle Man, thanks for subscribing if you're in the stream. Pop in the chat and say hi. Ooh, if this was the Yarktopus, this would be insane. Nah, it's never in like the one you want. Because that would be, if this was in the Yarktopus, this is the island I want to base on. And that would be legit amazing. Or if there's a Brainy Sprout here. So it's like every little thing, you get a feel for the map. Okay, so I don't have a dog. It's actually my sister's dog. But he's a pretty small dog. I can't remember what mix he is. And he's not very old. What is telepoofing? That would be teleporting. I can do it because I have this on, but I choose not to because it is not something that can be refueled, and it has a very limited amount of uses. So I don't do it unless I need to, because this is like a walking cane, and whereas it's not like walking canes are technically renewable, you'd have to like they're rare because you have to kill the what's this called, the walrus Mactusk, and you don't get opportunities to do that a lot, only really in spring. Okay, so this is pretty close. That's a huge bonus. These two are pretty close. That's a huge bonus right there. This closeness and not having to go through waves, and then this closeness means what I can do is I can make my base here and all throughout this like spectacular island with the little land bridges and stuff that has like an oasis biome, which is like really nice. And then I can have like a basically a boat here that I go here, and then I can literally just basically hop over here. And then I got this here, and I got this to make this quick. So if the volcano is like anywhere besides literally on the other side, this is probably going to be my world. And let me talk about the reasoning a little bit behind this. So I have like a list of stuff that I want to do for like my Megabase and Shipwrecked. And I like made that before, and it'll always be changing. But I basically want a bunch of things I want to be able to do. And I want a dock, which looks cool. I'll be able to put all my boats lined up and have like walls and stuff like that and like lights and stuff. I want to make a dock. So I can make one right here. It's pretty easy. The swamps mean I can fish on my island, like in the little swamp areas I can go through. Unfortunately, there's no fisherman huts, but there are some right over here. And that's actually really close too. And that can be kind of another island. By close, I don't really want things to be within more than 2 islands away from me. So like, this is kind of close. Like here, this is not close. Because with coffee, I'm going to be really, really fast, but I still don't want to be going across the goddamn... I don't want to be like, let's go to a casino. Over here, over here, over here, over here, over here. And I do want separation of islands because I don't want to put stuff on the same island. This island's perfect because there's not only a million grass stuffs. I want an island where I can put a bunch of grass stuffs, saplings, and a bunch of bamboo and twigs on, which is going to be this island. I don't want them near my main base because during hurricane season, they all get blown away. So you can actually go stand in the middle, and they'll all just get collected for you and put around the edges. The reason I don't want this on my main base, because I want to stand on my main base in hurricane season, because the wind will actually destroy walls. And on my main base, I'm going to be using walls for decoration. And here, I'm going to be using walls for, like, I'm going to do, like, farms and stuff. So I'll answer some questions in a sec. I'm just going to talk about this. Now, I have a bunch of biomes, which I could actually just bring grass in and plant shit if I want to make biomes, but it's cooler. I can't bring swamp in, so swamp is pretty cool, and I can clear that out. I have little ponds like this, which I can use to like put stuff in to make it look pretty, and I have this, which I can doll up too. So I have this can be my dock. This can get me easy access to going over here, and I can like use this area to make that's like kind of like a port, which is really cool. I'll put some stuff in here and like dress this up to make it look like it's, you know, like whatever. And this is the other one. This one's absolutely fucking perfect because there's this little choke right here. So when you want sea hounds, what you want to do to farm sea hounds is when you get them, you want to kill them obviously in the same way in these trees also, just as a side note. There's like a shitload of berry bushes, so I can just leave those there and kind of leave it natural and like leave this forest here, which I probably will do. These I can decorate and not chop down because those you can't actually place anywhere, and there's 2 of them on the island, which means I have a lot of options for making cool looking stuff. And so anyway, back to this. So for sea hounds, you want to be able to kill them. You can make a bunch of hound traps to kill hounds. You can make houndy shooties. You make all that stuff. There's a bunch of easy ways to do it. You can sit next to Beeful. Problem with sea hounds is there's really no way to neutral mob them, except penguins. The dolphins, and you don't want to do that. So what you do is I'm gonna basically line this with elephant cacti, which will like kill things that are near them, and I can stand at the back with cactus armor on, and the sea hounds will come in and they'll get attacked by the elephant cacti, and they'll get in a fight with them. And also I can put like a withered elephant cacti right here with a flingo targeting it, which will continuously target, so they'll get blasted with the ice when they come in, which will freeze most of them. There's a lot of stuff I can do to make, like, basically when the hounds come, I just walk over here and I go sit in a boat that I have sitting right here, and it'll just automatically kill the hounds. And it's far enough away from my island where the elephant cacti won't be annoying me, because I don't want to put a bunch of elephant cacti on my base, which means I have to wear I have to wear the cactus armor all the fucking time, or they'll shoot me. Yeah. And I want to doll this one up too. So I want this island to be bigger, because this can be a variable size. This is pretty big. A lot of the times the casino's on a very, very, very small island. This one's huge. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to put elephant cacti around here, and I'm going to put a field of chests and stuff, and like, you know, a crock pot and fires and stuff, survival stuff. But here it's going to be like elephant cacti over here, so that like when I do the slot machine and like mobs come out, they'll just immediately get destroyed by the elephant cactus. Go to the forest and take eye flowers. You can plant those for something like defense. Eye plants aren't really great for defense. They're okay. They just really don't do much. Houndy shooties are probably the best, but they're also really expensive. Okay, so this is pretty close. I like that. The Yarktopus and the casino are 2 things I want to be close. The Yarktopus is the more important one. And the reason that is because you can only trade them once per day, so it's not like the picking where you can just go and make trips. And, alright, so we got swordfish in this one. That's good. And you can only trade them once per day, so if you want stuff, you have to like go trade with them, wait till the next day, go trade with them. And you can get like boat cannons by trading with them, which I don't really use boat cannons much, but if you wanted some, like the best way to get it is probably to do that. Ooh, steamer trunk. I like steamer trunks. And then the volcano, you want to be close, because with the volcano, you can get, you can appease to make the meteors stop falling. Not meteors, they're dragoon eggs, but I call them meteors, because that's what people used to think they are. You need to go and appease him if you want to stop that bullshit from happening, and I usually want it to stop happening. Like, I just want to control it because it's super easy to do, because I'm just chilling. So having a volcano be close is kind of important. If it's not close, I at least want some sort of wormhole to get there. And there's two triangles pretty close to my base, so let's hope that they go to good places. What's the coolest boss and what's the strongest one in your opinion? The hardest boss is probably still the Deerclops. I mean, honestly, none of the bosses they oh, actually, the Seal NATO, it's actually, that's a really, really fucking good wormhole. Maybe there's a volcano around here. They just don't make hard bosses. The Quacken's super, super easy. You can kill him on like day 3 easily, and like with any character. You can kill him earlier with like Wicker Bottom, but like you can just destroy him on like day 3. It's not hard. All you need is a troll net and literally any basic weapon and like any basic boat. The Tiger Shark's a goddamn joke and a half. So there's that. And the Seal NATO is pretty challenging. I would say he's the hardest boss in this mode. I mean, honestly, he's a joke for me, but I've fought him a couple times. I know how to fight him. I'd say for someone who doesn't know how to fight him, it could probably be pretty challenging. Not trying to brag, but I mean, like, he's really not hard for me, but some people will probably find him hard. And yeah. In the base game, the Deerclops is probably still the hardest because he intentionally comes to try and wreck your buildings, whereas every other boss you can avoid. The Dragonfly is probably the hardest boss to kite and fight, so, and he can also has a chance of burning down all your shit, which kind of sucks. Alright, so this is actually pretty close. It's not the closest in the world. So, as of now, pending finding the volcano, I'm pretty much, this is going to be my Shipwrecked world. There's no reason to reset the world 20 more times because it might take me 30 more tries before I get a world I like better than this, and I don't want to do that. And I don't need Guardian Horns and Dual Sight. There's literally no need for that. Everything that I want to make a Megabase with is renewable. But they're really cool, and I'm going to be getting as many of them as I can. So every time I reset the Reign of Giants world now, I'm definitely going to get them. I just don't need them. You know? So now my goal would be to explore the world, find the volcano, and then to start setting up a base. And I'm not going to set up like a mega base as much right now. I'm going to be more worried about making stuff so that I can survive when I go through Reign of Giants. And it's not like I really need help surviving, but I'd rather have like a fully functional base. Alright, Unforgiven says, notice you, Senpai. I noticed you. Money, please. Cheesy Fella says, remember me? I'm hyped. I'm hyped as well. I, too, am hyped. If the volcano's down here, it's like Volcano, Yarktopus, Slot Machine, 2 really, really good islands, and like a couple really good islands. That's ultimate. And these islands just look cool, too. Like, you know, you have the rocky biome you go through. You have this. You have the touchstone over there, which you can like make a shrine around. I have the port that I could use right here. There's like the little things that I can drop off. I can literally like put a monkey thing there where I can just stand on it and like monkeys can't escape. So there's a lot of cool stuff happening here. You could put a dragoon farm right here. So these 2 islands being that close together, this is going to be like my major farm island. This is going to be like my base. And then this is going to be like a bunch of planted stuff probably. I'm really liking this map. I think it's going to be insane. Are you the guy who said respect your viewers to Kulf? Uh-oh. Juicebox is going to hurt you. Don't piss him off. Oh man, I'm going to leave these. Oh, also, message in a bottle, they're cool, but I don't know. I'm thinking I might stop using them just so that I have them in my world because they're a cool little thing to like collect. So I might collect a bunch of them because those are non-renewable. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Normally I would do that while exploring the worlds. I'd just get a bunch of them and then I'd go use them all in the same worlds. And then I'd have a million X's and stuff. The only other way to farm X marks the spot is the, what's his face? Woodlegs. I wish you the best, Sayonara. Oh, thank you. Thanks for watching the stream. I'll be back if you're still streaming. I'm probably going to stop streaming pretty soon, and then I'm going to come back later, and I'm either going to stream or be editing videos. It's hard to say which one. It depends on how I feel. But I'm pretty hyped about this world at this point. And I'm pretty not hyped about my other Let's Play series, which means I don't know if I'm going to be doing it for a couple of weeks. If I'm not hyped about content, doing it's a bad idea because it's just going to make bad content, and that's permanent. Like, I can't go back and redo the content because it's a Let's Play series. What's the best character for your playstyle? It would definitely be WX78. I'd say he's probably one of the better characters in the game because he goes fast. And going fast is one of the most important things. Let's go another stream. Let's go 2 streams today, both half length. Question, chat. If you get 2 half-length streams, is that really 2 streams, or is that just 1 stream? Asking for a friend. Honestly, it'd be super good if, like, the seaworthy was here, but the distance, like, here to here is actually really good, too. And that's right next to the slot machine, too. So, if I ever have coins, I can... Whoop, whoop. I like that. I think that's about it. Like, you can't have everything. You can't... I'm gonna go jump off a Sasquatch. What the hell are you talking about, please? Dude, if the volcano was right here, oh my god, that would be insane. It's probably here, though. Probably. There's no way to know for sure, but... That would be 1 stream, but butt-sized. Butt-sized stream? Oh, man. Now you look like an idiot for saying that misspelling. Bite-sized. That's how I describe it. That's how I want my streams described as bite-sized. Yeah, Cold Storage just did a bite-sized stream today. He did not break off more than he could chew. Let's just go back here. Another thing about being insane all the time is I can just continuously world hop and not give a shit. Also, if you'll notice, I'm quite ignoring the waves because I can repair my boat really fast, and I'm totally soaked and don't give a shit, and when I want to dry myself off, I can go easily do so. Shit. See ya, Boss Toby. Thanks. Have a good day. If you played RDR on, you should now how bad you'll feel when you kill Bigfoots and how the game tells you what you've done. I don't know what you're talking about. As per usual. What the hell? I seem to have run out of coffee, which is an indication that I should go back. Basically ASAP. Red Dead, what a game. Red Dead Redemption, Undead Nightmare. Red Dead Redemption, Undead Nightmare. Oh, I really want to play Red Dead Redemption. I just haven't got around to it yet. What systems is it for? Is it only for PlayStation? Because I'm going to be pretty pissed if it is. Because I don't have no PlayStation. Yeah, I think it's only last gen and PC. If it's PC, I'm fine with that because I can play on PC. But console exclusives kind of suck right now because I'm not gonna buy a console for like a game. I can't really afford it, so especially because I just spent money that I didn't really have much of to upgrade my PC so that I could do better streams and stuff like that. So I could probably spend a little bit of money on a game, especially if it's on sale, but it's really not something I can be doing often. So, and I do have a pretty extensive Steam library of games that I haven't played, and I also do have a couple friends who will share their Steam library with me so I can play games who like don't really play very often right now because they're kind of busy, so it's not like I'm being interrupted. Now I'm going to be a little bitch for the rest of the stream. I don't know why you have to do that. Why do you have to be like that? No one's making you. Be right back, gonna go help my dad. Alright. Okay. You need to because I stole your logs. Bitch, you knew what you were getting into. They're not your logs, they're my logs. They're community logs, actually. You're gonna go play Doom 1? Like the original Doom, or is there a game called Doom 1? I put the original Doom on my Nintendo DS. It's pretty lit. Shit, it's actually summer. Let's not reenact a Greek tragedy. I have my entire base goddamn burnt out. Kulf, oh my god, says the Derpy Turtle. Yo, what's up? Yeah, whatever. Couldn't give much of a shit about that. Alright. I think we need 4 of those. And 4 gold. And I didn't get an old bell. I realized I didn't get an old bell last full moon. But like, it's such a non-issue for me, time-wise, that I basically just don't really get those. Unless I have to. Like, I have a lot right now. See, like, I'm not even going to use those for a good amount of time. Where the hell did my zone kick go? We need coffee. Like always. Why are you so awesome? I don't know. I guess I was just born that way. Oh shit. It's about to get hound down. So like this will wither, right? Yeah, but like these won't. So all the ones with 1 will wither. Neutral mobbing is your friend. Do it. Seriously, how much easier was that than like literally like any other method for dealing with the hounds? And people were like, don't do it, it's easy. I could give you a hug right now. I wouldn't. JK, JK, JK. Who's ready for the Beat movie of 2017, the Emoji movie? Can anyone really be ready for the Emoji movie? Answer me that, chat. You can think you're ready, but can you really be ready? I really want to play DSC so bad now. DSC is pretty fun. Honestly, I don't know, like, it's new and stuff compared to Don't Starve, but sometimes I have a lot more fun playing Don't Starve than DSC. I mean, it's weird, because, like, sometimes I have, like, 10 times better time playing DST, because I can play with other people, and that's really fun, and then sometimes it's like, I really don't want to play with other people, because this is way more casual for me, and relaxing, and, like, sometimes playing with other people can be kind of stressful, because it's, like, fucking absolutely destroying everything and burning stuff down. It's like, please stop. You know, and, like, it's awkward sometimes playing with viewers. People probably don't talk about it a lot, but I feel like it's probably worth mentioning is that, like, sometimes viewers are, like, not very fun to hang around with. And I know people are probably going to be, like, annoyed at me for saying this, but it's like, I'm not going to name anyone in particular, but it's like, a lot of people watch my channel, and I can't possibly get along with every single one of them, so sometimes there's people who view my stuff who, when I, like, meet and play games with, I don't really want to play games with, but I can't be like, you suck, I don't want to play games with you, because that's rude and uncalled for. So sometimes when I'm doing, like, DSC with subs, and and someone comes in, and they join my server and either try and troll, like, by acting like an idiot, but, like, not even a good troll. They just, like, oh, I don't know what to do, and eat all the food and, like, act like they don't know how to play. Or they just, like, really, really troll, like, they come in and just try and burn the base down. That's easy, because I just ban them. But I really don't like the other people who come in and they just sit there and do nothing. And then constantly, like, or they join the voice in Discord and they're just annoying the whole time. Like, not even, like, malicious, but just annoying. It's, like, kind of stressful to be like, I can't be like, fuck you, like, get out of the game. Because they're not really doing anything bad. But they're also, like, not trying to participate in any meaningful way. It's hard to describe. If someone's trying to participate in a meaningful way, or have fun, or just kind of being, like, awkward, or, like, kind of a little, sometimes, like, weird or quirky, or doesn't really know how to play, or something like that, that's, like, fine. Like, someone accidentally lights the base on fire, like, truly accidentally, it's kind of funny. It's kind of sucks, but it's kind of funny. Or like someone doesn't really know what to do, and I can tell them what to do, and they're like, oh, no, I didn't know how to do that. And it's a ha-ha funny. But it's when someone's, like, comes in there and literally doesn't participate, sits around in base, eats a lot of stuff, doesn't make any effort to do anything, either doesn't talk about the game and just talks about random boring stuff, or, like, doesn't talk and it just kind of exists. That can be kind of annoying. I don't like that. And I can't be like, fuck you. You know what I mean? I can't be like, you can't play next week, because that would be mean and not cool. And someone who's willing to watch my stuff definitely doesn't deserve for me to be rude to them like that, even if they're being annoying, because it's not like they did anything wrong. It's just like, we're playing the game a different way, and maybe they have fun a different way. I don't know, maybe I'm rambling a little. It's just difficult, you know? That's a lot to consider when I can also just play by myself and nothing like that happens. It's a little worse in games like Payday. In Payday, it's actually pretty bad, because, like, if someone sucks at Payday, they actually can just ruin every heist no matter what. No matter how good you are, you can't, like, carry them or anything, because if they fuck the heist up, the heist is fucked up. That can be really stressful, because it's like, what do I do? They're constantly fucking everything up. And people are like, I want to play Payday with you, and then they join and they're actually like really bad. It would be easier in loud, because in loud you can totally carry someone, but you can't do it in stealth, and I mostly play stealth. That's why sometimes Payday with like subs is a no-no. It's like, yeah. Don't really want to sit there and like have to restart the heist 600 times. I don't think the viewers would like that. I want like my streams to be good and fun and be good for my viewers too. Now I'm even more afraid to ever join. You shouldn't be afraid. I'm really trying to make it. It's not like, okay, so it's not like I'm actually really care that anyone's bad at the game. It's not about that. It's more about people just like not contributing to the stream at all. I don't know. Sometimes people just sit there and do nothing, and then like, I don't want to call anyone out, but like we'll just be like talking about other stuff and like almost like trying to like be funny all the time, and it's like they're constantly trying to like make a joke and it doesn't land and no one cares and no one laughs, and they just keep making the same joke. So he's on fire now. He's what's it called? He's Obsidian one. Obsidian Packin' Baggins. So the cool thing about Obsidian Packin' Baggins is I can cook stuff with him because he's a microwave. Like that. But it works for stacks too. So what that means is I can go get a stack of coffee beans and I can go like that, put it in, close, and then drag it instead of sitting there cooking it. So he's actually like really, really legit. Obsidian Packin'. You should always get him. Oh shit. Ideally, I'd like another Iron Wind, so if I can find the Seal NATO, I'll kill him. Colt, just to warn you, I might kill us all in DST. It's pretty hard to kill everyone. I wouldn't be too worried about that. I mean, you have to really try to, like, fuck up that bad. I mean, like, actually, like, burning the base down constantly. Like, if someone really was burning the base down constantly, I'd probably be like, I have to, like, sit them down and be like, look, you can't play next week. But, like, I play with Rob, and he's, like, completely incompetent in this game, and it's, like, actually the funniest thing ever to play with him. I don't want to, like, dissuade anyone from playing with me. I'm just saying, that's, like, definitely something I think people don't really, like, streamers don't really talk about because they don't want their viewers to, like, get mad. But I guarantee you, out there, there's every streamer, like, has those viewers that they just don't like. I guarantee it. And they don't, like, want to watch them, almost. But, like, you can't pick and choose who watches your stream, so tough shit. I got bored of the world really quick, especially when someone looted the ruins. I really want to do that. Also, yeah, not being able to reset the world kind of fucking sucks. Like, I understand why it's, like, impossible for them to implement, like, resets, but I want resets, so give me resets. Clay. Yeah, it's like, I don't want to, like, people who come in the chat and, like, literally say something and I don't react to it, and they just keep saying it over and over and over and over and over again, and I don't react to it, and they just keep saying it. And it's like, it doesn't bother me that much, especially now, because I'm used to it, but it's like, I'm not responding to it because, like, I'm not going to. So, just so you know, if I just described you, you might want to reevaluate a little. Because a lot of times people will come in and they'll just, like, make a joke, and I just won't respond because it's not funny. And I don't want to be like, that wasn't funny. So, yeah. Sorry, chat. Sorry for getting real on you. Oh, God. Now I'm going to get a bunch of comments about how I don't appreciate my viewers. Rip me, dude. I mean, I feel like you should talk about that kind of stuff. It's kind of important to acknowledge. Maybe it makes people uncomfortable to talk about, but you know, I think you definitely should talk about that kind of stuff. I appreciate absolutely everyone who watches my stream, even the people who I don't necessarily get along with. I still appreciate that they watch my stream. But everything isn't happy la la land all the time. And sometimes I get really annoyed with certain people. And I just would prefer to play by myself every now and then. And that's one of the reasons that DST can be in a game that sometimes I'm like, I don't want to play this. And it's also kind of boring sometimes. I mean, Shipwrecked is really fun, and it doesn't have Shipwrecked, and it's never going to have Shipwrecked, and I actually kind of like really like some of the stuff they added, like coffee, and it sucks sometimes to be playing and there's no coffee, and you're like, well, this is the speed I'm going to go at forever. After you've gotten used to this, coffee is so hard to give up. It's like real life. You got real chat will die now? Yeah, basically. I don't like doing real talks because it makes people uncomfortable as shit, dude. And then people are like, fuck you. I guess that's their prerogative. If someone can't take the conversation, the topic, or my attitude towards things, or like the jokes I make sometimes, then they probably are not good for the stream. Like, it's not the stream for them. I understand that. It's not the stream for... I don't think my stream's an everybody stream. I'm some magic person who can cater to everyone. I try and cater to as many people as possible. Some people are... yeah. I want to find the volcano. Oh no! It's probably not here. Maybe it's over here. I don't know. Well, you can't make people uncomfortable who are already uncomfortable. Also, I still like your content. I guess. I'm not trying to make you feel bad, Jonesy, or anything. It's not you. It's just, it's like... And I realize that there's some people that, like, get really anxious a lot. So when I say this at home, they probably think I'm talking about them. But... I'm not. So don't worry about it. Just wanted to get that out there. Maybe shouldn't have. Who knows? I wish I could ride those waves. That'd be pretty cool. I know Wilani can, but fucking not gonna play her, so. She's actually like not a good character, but like a really good character concept. That makes me like so sad because like she could be a good character. Or, like fixed her or something. Also, I'm not gonna have any more dodos ever again because this is my last Shipwrecked world, and if I fucking get the dodos murdered, that means I have to make a new Shipwrecked world. So I really want to make sure that doesn't happen. To the best of my ability. So there's like a dodo. Where is he? There's one right here. And one right here, I think. And I gotta get those two on the same page at some point. Get ready to mate. There's a lot of bushes here. I think the lightning's probably stopped. Can't hit what's not there. And before someone calls me a hacker for that. It's always nice to see it too that the chat is like not as delayed. Some days it's just I say something and it's like someone responds like 2 minutes later, and then other days it's like literally it's like 6 seconds. So I don't know like why. This is YouTube. We definitely gotta get the fuck out of here because this is really low. Getting mad at all the unexplored areas in the map. You and me both. I hate it. That's why fully exploring this is going to be like one of the first things I do. Now that I've decided that this is my Shipwrecked world, which by the way, it's actually really cool that my second world is like the one I want to keep. That like rarely ever happens. I'm honestly going to have to reset Reign of Giants like 20 times. It's going to get really annoying. You have 23 viewers. I'm so proud. I'm pretty sure I have 19. Also, thanks, Dad. Glad I could make you proud. Someday I'll break 30. My record used to be 25. And that was during my 24-hour stream. Now I kind of hover around 25 sometimes, and I think that's pretty cool. Baby steps, man. It's not about becoming the best. It's about progress, man. Oh, fuck. I didn't see the second one. Why is there like a million of these guys all the time? Get off, dude. Go away. You can't kill me. See. You can't really kill them because they'll just go away the second you try, but... Also, a really awesome thing about megabasing first in Shipwrecked is you don't have to worry about flingos because there's no smoldering. And in my opinion, that's like one of the best changes. Because smoldering is actually the worst mechanic in the fucking world. It's so annoying, dude. If I could take anything out of the game, it would be smoldering. Like, I don't care about summer being hot, but like, the risk of your megabase just burning down I mean, you could log out when it starts happening, but the thing is, like, sometimes you'll be off screen and like things will be burning, and you don't even know. I need more food and boards and stingers and stuff. But let's grab 2 of these for gold. Make more. 4 of those. Also, we want to go back to farm the volcano every time we reset, because that behaves just like the caves. These attacks are so quick, it's really hard to kite them, unless you have insane speeds. Because they get all disorganized like this. I don't know, there's probably should be some stingers up here, right? No. You can also just like kill these guys and then just like leave. And then come back here and kill these guys. It's probably the fastest way to do it. Only kill the ones that aren't paying attention. I'll have a farm for this eventually. Shipwrecked. Pretty easy to make. You just need elephant cactus. I really want to get as many as possible. Oh, got him. That guy was homeless. Must have been. Must have destroyed his home. Poor bee. I'm so proud you have 5K subs and only 23 rush stream. Like PewDiePie, he has 50 million. He has 1 million views for each video. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Why don't I make 2 thermal stones? I don't know. I could. I'm gonna world hop, and then Chester's gonna be gone. Gonzo, so. It would only help so much. I normally wouldn't do this, but I don't have meat. Never mind. I'm leaving. Don't need that. Normally I don't want to go near any of my non-flingomatic stuff during summer, so I'm just not going to. Okay, I'm gonna go for now. I gotta go eat dinner. When I come back, I might stream. I might not stream. I might work on my video. I think working on my video would probably be a better use of my time because more people are gonna see that, and it's actually a really cool video. It's like a 20 facts. Actually, let's do that. 1 second. So for watching my stream, we'll do a quick preview of the video and then I'll go. So I'm gonna work on this video later today instead of streaming. Thanks everyone so much for watching my stream. If you join my Discord, I can let you know when I'm streaming next, stuff like that. You can ask me questions. You can come hang out, find people to play DST with, or just chill with. I'm working on a video right now. It's my first like tutorial I've done in a while. Where it's just gonna be like facts. Number 1. And it's not like the audio isn't perfectly balanced. You can kill butterflies easily with your fist. So wait till they stop to swoop up and down and run up to them and press Control F or whatever. So, you know, it's gonna be 20 facts about don't starve. Like stuff like that, like little facts and strategies you can use. Be made with the following ingredients. Like, you know, how you can like trap gobblers and stuff like that. And I have 20 of them for this one, and I've written 100 of them. So I'm gonna do 5 episodes of this. And the first one I'm kind of doing in a way that's gonna make the second one easier because things like this number card I'm saving for the next one, and I can edit it very, very easily. So this first one took me like 4 or 5 hours so far. It's probably going to take me a couple other hours. But now that I've got the format down and I've collected a lot of the assets, like making something like this, the other ones are going to be so much easier. So, yeah. Look forward to this. And then after that, I have some other videos written, tutorials written that I don't... No, not here. So I have like, we have the random facts one. I'm doing a channel introduction. I have a combat guide, food guide, glitches, sanity. I have my character script for everything, my get good video, and then a boss guide. So I have like most of these written. It's just it takes a long time from when it's written to when it's recorded, which this is recorded, all of it. I have all the video and audio files I'm going to need, and I might need to go record some more, but I have them all. So it takes a long time to write it. It takes even longer to record it, and then it takes the longest time is editing everything to make it look amazing. You know, it's like, I spend a lot of time doing stuff like that, like all these little like effects I have to put in, stuff everywhere, and do stuff, and like, you know, like making that, getting assets from the game, stuff like that. So, all right, thanks for watching the stream. Enjoy that sneak preview. If you liked it, join in the next stream, join my Discord. I don't know. Have a great day. I'll probably see you guys next week, but I might be posting this video sometime this week. I'm not really sure. And I'm kind of going to be light on videos for this week, so I have some Sunless Sea stuff that I might edit and post because I have a million episodes of that recorded. I have episodes 17 through 26 currently recorded, so I'll probably do that. And I'm definitely gonna do Don't Starve with Blaine Murphy. I usually do it tonight. I'm definitely gonna do it tomorrow night, so that's gonna get uploaded. And then besides that, I'm just gonna be working on tutorials for the next couple weeks. See you guys. Thank you so much.